Color Kids. I got a very special delivery today and wanted to film a little unboxing. I've actually been meaning to film an update to my June toy tour with what I've collected through the end of the year. I'm trying to wait, however. Back in June, I believe June 24th, because I was just looking at the order form, I placed an order, like many of you, for the TLS, the Loyal Subjects. It was their SDCC pre-releases, and moral of the story, things have continued to be pushed back. One of the toys in the line was a box of metallic chibis that included all of the Color Kids, but they emailed a couple of months ago at this point saying that that was no longer going to be produced. I don't know exactly the nature of the production issues they've had, whether it's related to tariffs or something else completely. But anyway, they canceled that, gave people an option of either purchasing some other dolls or refunding. They said if you didn't respond, they were just gonna refund when they shipped everything. It's one of those situations where they're waiting to ship everything until it's all in stock. And the last thing that in my order that was delayed was the, I believe they're 5.5-inch fashion dolls. It's a patio green fashion doll. Those were supposed to be available on November 30th. It is now December 15th. I finally got a notice in my shop app that the order shipped and was partially refunded for the chibis. So I'm hoping that that will show up anytime. And once that comes, I think I'll be kind of caught up on things that I've ordered that are on the way. The other thing I do want to show at some point that I'm kind of excited about, the Whatever Makes You Happy collection. There were 3 different blind box sets as part of that collection. One was hair bows, one were kind of little plush keychain figures, and then the one I was most excited about, which wasn't actually launched with the very first release of the items, was they looked like the Rainbow Brite toy boxes that the original 9-inch dolls came in, and then it had an enamel pin. And there were only 4 of those. I believe it's Buddy Blue, Rainbow Brite, Patio Green, and Lala, which is my favorite. So anyway, I actually, there's a really great retailer, Turtles Treasures. I believe it's turtles-treasures.com. I've ordered from them before, and what I like about them is they will open those blind boxes, and you can select individually or purchase a set of the blind boxes, so you're not ending up with so many repeats. I didn't know that they were going to be carrying the Shop Whatever line, so I'd actually ordered the bows and plush figures before Turtles Treasures stocked their individual ones, but I was able to do some trading within the Rainbow Brite Facebook group to get that whole collection. So I'm really excited about that. So, but I'm waiting. I think they're supposed to, the ones that I've traded with people, I think will all be here by tomorrow. So maybe I'll have to film another little update showing those, because that's really fun. But today, I'm not even dressed in Rainbow Brite stuff, which I normally try to. I came directly from the dentist and saw the post office truck pulling up to my house, and I was a little bit nervous because I thought I was gonna have to sign for the package, and I was worried they were gonna drive off, but actually they left it on my porch, so which I was really glad about. So I was able to pick it up right away. Without further ado, 3 minutes of me rambling, I am going to cut this open. I did not get every single item in this collection. There was a lot of chatter in the group about how pricey these were, but I think people weren't keeping in mind. Most people in that group, not all, but a lot of people in that group are US based, and this company is out of Australia. So all of the prices were in Australian dollars, which actually is a favorable conversion right now for the US. On the day that I purchased, the conversion rate was about $1 Australian dollar to 66 US cents. And then I had added, I had read that the Erstwilder collections sell out very quickly. Apparently one had sold out within like 30 seconds, like not the Rainbow Brite, actually some of the Rainbow Brite did end up selling out very quickly. But I wanted to like do a practice run of it. And so I added a few things to my cart and like practiced how fast I could add and made sure that I had all of my shipping and credit card info and all of that in the shop app ready to go. Anyway, I had done that a couple days ahead of time, and then I actually ended up receiving an email from Erstwilder with like, oh, we noticed you have this in your cart, you know, here's the 25% off coupon to help make the decision easier. So anyway, I actually ended up with 25% off, and they were running a flat rate shipping through Australia Post, which included the tariff fees. And all in all, it worked out to be $29 to ship, which I actually did not think was bad, coming all the way from Australia, including the tariff fees. I've paid more than $20 to ship things on eBay from US to US, so I didn't think that was bad at all. Anyway, so I'm really excited. I was originally just gonna get my couple favorite color kits, and then they all showed there was a Sprite necklace and earrings that was a must-have, and those have actually both sold out now. But then I had the idea of framing, and I'll try to pop in a little picture to the video of, I mocked it up in Canva. Framing, there was a large piece of wall art, which is also now sold out. And then they had brooches of each of the color kits. And I'm unlikely to wear a brooch. I'll wear a necklace and earrings for sure. In fact, today I've got on, these are part of this year's Femme de Bloom Christmas collection. The Muppet Christmas Carol is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. And I saw these and I was just in love with them. It's the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future from Muppet Christmas Carol. But I had the idea to do the wall art in the center, which was rainbow and starlight, surrounded by the color kits. There was a poster that came out this year. Gosh, I was just looking. I believe it's TF Publishing is who printed the posters. There was actually, a few months ago was searching Rainbow Brite stuff online and found a licensing guide that was produced as part of this 40th anniversary launch that I believe Hallmark is providing to these companies that they're licensing Rainbow Brite products to. And so this particular graphic was part of that licensing package. But anyway, it's all the color kits in a circle, and I kind of couldn't get the idea out of my head, and with the 25% off, I decided this is Merry Christmas to me. I did tell my husband he could wrap the little necklace and earrings and put them under the tree, so I'll just show quickly and then we'll tuck those away into the Christmas things. Okay, without further ado. So inside this bag, I've got 3 boxes. I'm gonna guess this is the wall art just based on the feel of that padded envelope. And then there are 2 identical little boxes here. So I will just dig right into one of them. Okay, so this looks like the color kit brooches. Oh, okay, so also, anybody that was not familiar with this collection, so because I was so nervous about it selling out, I was so quick on the trigger. I added everything to my cart, and I checked out, actually, my receipt email came to my email account before I got the email from Erstwilder like, oh, it's live or whatever. So I had checked out within about 30 seconds. Well, I believe it was the first 500 orders. So the way Erstwilder works, they're kind of known for these acrylic, it's like different types of acrylic and resin, different applications of acrylic and resin, and they're layered to make these brooches and different jewelry pieces. And I believe it looks like they were made in China and they're supposed to be hand assembled. I originally thought maybe that was in Australia, but it seems like they are being produced completely in China. But they're designed in Australia. I believe the company is out of Melbourne, which I have a friend that lives there. Anyway, all that to say, they had some enamel pins, some keychains, and some earrings that were just kind of rainbow themed. I can't remember what I think they call them like pick and choose or something like that. They have a name for that line of kind of the smaller items. And those you could add to your cart 30 minutes prior to the official launch of the rest of the line. So starting with that like 30 minutes prior, which I believe it was at noon Australia time. So for my time in Texas Central Time Zone, that was 7 p.m. You could add those items. So from the first order that contained something Rainbow Brite, starting from my time, that 7 p.m. Central, until they got to, I believe it was like, I think it must have been 500 that they had made of this special brooch. But I believe the company Erstwilder posted which order number was the cutoff, and mine was within that cutoff. So I don't know where it is in here, but I believe I will be receiving in the box one of the limited edition Color Castle brooches, which I'm so excited about. So, okay, so this first one says Red Butler on the back, so let's take a look. Oh, so cute, oh my gosh. They're so cute. And this packaging is just precious. I love, again, this is part of that, like one of the patterns that was part of that licensing package. Here, and I'll show the back of this as well. So, it says, oh, I've got it upside down. It says what it is, Red Butler brooch. And it's got kind of that rainbow, I think they even have like the twisted rainbow pattern. And then the lids look like this, have the rainbow around the outside, rainbow in kind of her classic, like holding her chin. This is an officially licensed collaboration. And then on the inside, this is super cute. It has a little description of Red Butler. The boldest of the color kids, Red Butler faces every challenge head on with his heart racing, cape flying, and confidence sky high. So used under license, these are licensed products. So, okay, I don't wanna, okay, it's tied in with, okay, so there's kind of the little tag that this is tied in. Yeah, designed in Melbourne, made in China. And this guy has a total of 4 layers. So kind of his cape is part of the very back layer. And then, yeah, I love how they've created that dimensionality with the different layers of the resin. So you can see all the pretty colors. And I like, so his hair is like a bubble resin that they've, you know, kind of etched into. Anyway, so super duper cute. I don't know how much detail I'm gonna go into with each one of these, but I'll show, you know, at least a couple of each type. Okay, so then let's see if I can find Lala next, since we'll go in color order. Oh, let's see, she may be in the other box. Oh, here she is, okay. So my favorite of all the color kids, I'm gonna lift this off. Oh, oop, hope I didn't just break that. I'm gonna show this in just a second. Something else. Okay, so here we go. Here's Lala Orange. She is so cute. She's in her little winky pose. Okay, so I don't know. I'm gonna try to translate it. I've got all my windows open in here. You can see the glitter in the resin. And again, I like the dimensionality they've created. Like this is a layer back. The underside of her cape is a layer back. So she is, okay, she's 3 layers. So she's 1 less layer than what Red was. So I'll show her from the side. So her face comes the furthest forward, but I love how this is inset and gives it some dimension. And oh yeah, there we can see like the glitter in her. Okay, so cute. So red, orange, I saw canary when I was looking, so I know she's in this box. Ah, here she is, right on top. Okay, canary yellow. Oh, and I didn't show, okay, so the back of Lala's box, and the inside says, with charm to spare and sunshine in her step, Lala Orange adds a touch of sparkle wherever she goes. And she is sparkly. Okay, so I'll show the back of Canary. And her box on the inside says, Canary Yellow, gentle, graceful, and glowing with optimism, Canary Yellow brings joy to Rainbow Land in the brightest way. Okay. Sorry, I've got, my lips are all dry. I literally walked in the door from the dentist. I've got fluoride all over my teeth. My lips are dry, but I just couldn't wait 1 second to dig into all this. Oh, okay. Her glitter, her hair is, this is not gonna translate on camera, I don't think, but it's like her hair is translucent, and the way that the kind of depth is embossed here, and you like see the glitter layer underneath, it is so pretty. And I love this kind of marbled resin in her leggings. I mean, Canary isn't even like my favorite color kit, and she's really cute. So she's 3 layers as well, kind of like Lala. But her hair, and I don't know if it's because the yellow translates so well in that like translucence, but I mean, it just gives it there's a lot of depth here. It's really nice. Okay, love her. Okay. Next, let's find Patty. She might be in the other, oh no, here she is. Here's Patty. Okay. Okay, so back of her box. Patty, and I know everything's in reverse because I'm using my front camera, so apologies. Patty O'Green. A playful spirit with a lucky streak, Patty O'Green dances through Rainbow Land with mischievous laughter and a 4-leaf clover or 2. Okay. And I believe she's in the, yes, she is. She's in the pose where she's holding the little frog. Okay, she is also 3 layers. And her hair is kind of that marbly resin. I love the Band-Aids on Patty's knees. That's always been one of my favorite things about her design. It's like, I feel like it kind of gives her a little bit of like a tomboyish flair. Like she's out playing in the grass, scraping her knees, picking up frogs. I think I've mentioned this, maybe not on my own channel, but in my conversations with my friend Tree in Lost Time Toys, that we're a reptile family. We, in fact, we're about to welcome a new snake for my daughter's birthday, I believe. For Christmas, she's wanting the tank and a bunch of tank accessories, and we're also kind of a video game family, so she's all into Legends of Zelda, and she wants to name it Ganon, and so I found on Etsy all these little cute, like, Deku trees and goddess statues and different things to put in the tank, which will be really fun. But anyway, so I have I'm a mix of the girly girl loving rainbows and like I'm a mix of a little bit of everything. I love everything. I love goth girl Halloween, girly girl rainbows, and a little bit of the tomboy out catching reptiles. Oh wait, okay, so green, blue. Let me find Betty. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to find Shy in this other box. Okay, so here's Buddy Blue, the back of the box. Buddy Blue. Okay, and on the inside, Buddy says, the athlete of the group, Buddy Blue, is brave, fast, and always ready to leap into action to help a friend in need. So that's what he says. Okay, pull him out. So he is also 3 layers. It's funny that I'm pretty sure red was 4. I wouldn't have lied about that, right? I'll have to look at him again. Okay, so Buddy, I love the color on the hair, and also that translucence really comes through on him, and the textured, that kind of, again, marbled resin on his outfit, kind of that teal, that deep teal is very pretty in person. I mean, these really just, they almost glow. They're so pretty. And also I've got good light in here. Now I do, when I'm not in here using this space, I try to keep these windows closed because I am worried about sun damage. And actually I joined the Erstwilder official Facebook group, and someone in that group did warn me that the acrylic will fade in light. So I want to kind of carefully place, you know, when I hang this and make sure that it's not going to come into contact with a lot of direct light. Okay, so there is Sweet Buddy. Yeah, I do want to just compare again to red. So I'm like, I'm not crazy. Yeah, no, he does. He has an extra layer than what the other kids have had. So it's, you know, he's the leader of the bunch. Okay, I guess outside of rainbow. Okay, let me put his lid back on. All right, so we are to Indigo. Here she is. Oh, she's cute. Okay, so Indigo does have a 4th layer. Okay, so she's got her little hand that's kind of making this little, you know, pose. It actually comes forward as 1 additional layer. She is very cute. I love, again, the glitter. I'm gonna try to, in this light, you can see the glitter in the pants. So cute. Yeah, these are really cute. Okay, and I'll read her. Okay, so this is the back of her box. And her little summary says, with flair, drama, and a whole lot of heart, Indigo brings imagination to life and never misses her mark on the Rainbow Land stage. So cute. All right. Okay, I'm gonna wait to open these 2. I'll show you in 1 moment. Let me open this box. Okay, got a little, oh, stickers! There's stickers in this box. Wow, and these are like, they're thick. These are nice. I had seen a few people post these. I didn't realize like they're nice quality. Awesome, a little Erstwilder community group. I did join this group, so, and actually, I'll share this when I open my book because I got something to share there. Okay, so last of the color kits, last but not least, we have Shy Violet. Okay, Shy Violet. Thoughtful, curious, and always one step ahead, Shy Violet's quiet mind shines bright with clever ideas and creative wonder. So cute. Oh, okay, she cute. I'm loving, so her glasses and her little forearm, they also come forward as a fourth layer of resin. I mean, like, so people that were complaining about the prices, this is not the type of jewelry that you pick up at Hot Topic. In fact, I'm gonna grab, not totally knocking Hot Topic jewelry. I mean, like, there are some cute things, but like, this is a set that just came out from Hot Topic this year. And like, there's truly just, in fact, I'll hold them up next to the earrings when I get to the earrings, but like, these are cute, but the quality, there's just no comparison here. Like, it makes sense that this is $9.90 and that this is, essentially $29, I think is what I paid for these. So anyway, I mean, there's the difference in the quality is visible. So, okay, anyway, so there's Shy. Okay, so since I pulled out those earrings, I think next, I have to look at these quickly and then put them away and pretend that I don't know that they're for Christmas. Okay, so these are the twink earrings, which are sold out. So currently, I actually should have checked before I started this video, but as far as I know, what's currently sold out, all of their little pick and choose earrings, the stars were the very first thing that sold out, and I kind of regret not getting them. I was so focused on getting all the color kids that that kind of didn't even occur to me, and it was the very first thing that sold out. I think they sold out within like less than a minute. And then Buddy Blue, Red Butler, and Indigo were the first color kids to sell out. The wall art has sold out. The twink earrings have sold out. The Sprite necklace has sold out. I may be missing other. Kitty Brite sold out. Now, I did not order a kitty and puppy Brite. If they'd had earrings where one had been kitty and one had been puppy, I probably would have gotten those. But the brooches, I don't know. If I ever see them from a US stockist on sale or something like that. Now, like I said, Kitty Brite's already sold out, so that may be unlikely, but maybe I would pick them up. But I tried to focus on not just getting everything, focusing on what I really wanted. Okay, so, oh my gosh, these are so cute. I love these so much. The little noses, look at how, see, because they're an additional dimension and they really catch the light. I feel like this really captures Rainbow Land, in the way that this is so bright and translucent and opalescent. Those are so cute. So again, I'm not knocking these. I have these and I think they're cute, but like, there is just a difference in the quality of these products and what you're getting. So, I mean, you're going to pay, like, for a premium product, you're going to pay a premium price. So that makes sense to me. Those are darling. And I got those because I wanted to wear them with, okay, so this big box. Oh, you know what? I didn't see if this little twink box actually says anything on the inside. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it shows little earrings. Small in size, but big in heart. Twink is Rainbow Brite's most loyal sprite, full of determination. Okay, cute. Okay, so here, this is the Sprite necklace. This sold out pretty fast. Okay, okay, the Sprites. From red to violet, the Sprites of Rainbow Land work cheerfully behind the scenes, mining color crystals, spreading joy and giggling all the way. This is so cute. I might have to put this on. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I can't put it on. But look how cute. Okay, so I'll kind of move these little elastics that are holding it in. But I look at how, alternating the three that are in front are coming forward. It's really a nice, so I'm short, I have to kind of step back. It's really a nice size. And with the, and look at with the cute twink earrings. Oh, This is what I am at. And I know I'll wear this, because I wear my Rainbow Brite shirts and and like, okay, so, and I like that, look, this one has glitter. Okay. The orange has glitter. Oh, and Hammy has glitter. It's just, I love how they complement the other pieces. This is just very cute. When I saw this, if I got nothing else, I was gonna get this necklace. It was my favorite piece in the collection. Okay, so I have to put this one away, and it's gonna go under the Christmas tree, so I won't get to wear it right away. That's okay. Okay, so I'll tuck this in this box. Okay, so the other exciting piece here. So this is the large wall art. Okay, so here's the box. I don't have a tape measure on me. I'm gonna say it's probably like 10 inches. Okay, so the wall art. Let's see if this says anything on the inside. Okay, so rainbow and starlight. Galloping across the sky on her faithful steed, Rainbow Brite brings color, courage, and a little bit of magic to every corner of the world. Oh, wow. Okay. This is really pretty. So you've got the opalescent white on Starlight's body, kind of that same marbled on Rainbow's hair with the embossed texture. It's the hand, it's not a separate layer, but it is definitely raised up from where the hair is. I love that the tail is on its own layer and comes fully behind these front legs, gives it that dimension. I love this. So what I got, and I just ordered this on Amazon. I actually have another shadow box that's from Amazon that's the same line. So my game plan is to mount this, and I think I've got some quilting, some quilt batting and some fabric. I may need to put some fabric on this because it's kind of it is a shadow box, but they're cheap. It's got just kind of a cardboard backer, so I don't know that that's gonna be sturdy enough to actually mount these pins and this wall art. So I'm probably gonna have to beef it up a little bit, but I got this to place the wall art in the center and surround with the color kids in kind of a concentric circle. Okay, so last but certainly not least, I did get the limited edition brooch. Room on my little table. Okay, I'm so excited. So here's the front and the back, the color castle. Okay, the color castle. At the very heart of Rainbow Land stands the color castle, a sparkling symbol of hope, harmony, and the magic that brings color to the world. And it has this little bonus gift card. Okay, let's see what this says. You've discovered something special. As one of the quickest collectors, you've unlocked an exclusive, the Color Castle brooch. This magical piece isn't available for purchase. It's been sent straight from Rainbow Land to brighten your day as a limited surprise bonus gift. And thank you for being part of the joyful world of Erstwilder. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love it so much. So my friend Tree and I, when we were looking at this whole collection, he had made the comment because, you know, he has a Color Castle playset in the box and then one out of the box. And anyway, he's like, I just wish there were a Color Castle. I just wish there were a Color Castle. So anyway, when I saw that this came out, I was like, oh my gosh. And so I did receive one. And I have made the most precious new friend, actually from the Erstwilder group, but now she has joined the Rainbow Brite's Rainbow Land group as well. And she lives in Australia and purchased 2 orders within the time frame. And she wanted to make sure that I had one and mailed me her second brooch. So I actually do have a second one of these coming. That was just the sweetest. I was so moved by that gesture and such a kind gift to make sure she had seen pictures of my collection and wanted to make sure that I had one. And but I mean, this is just beautiful. I mean, I love that they did it in the glitter. It's got, looks like 3 or 4 layers. Let me see. Yeah, there are 3 layers to this one. It is just so cute. I love that, you know, like the towers in the back are set all the way back. And I mean, it just has that kind of bubbly feel of the Sprite Village. I am so excited to have this. And so neat of Erstwilder to do this for the people that, you know, ordered directly from them quickly. I was very stressed about making sure I got my order in. And then for the kind soul in the group to send me, make sure that I had one. That was so meaningful. I was so touched by that, and I just appreciate her so much. So yeah, so that is, I think, it for today. I try not to take up any more of the time, but maybe if I mount these, I don't know if I'll make it a separate video or if I'll just try to tack on me actually mounting them into the shadow box as part of this video. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. All of my model making in architecture school has brought me to this moment. So I'm going to I had an extra piece of foam board from making my Halloween costume, and I'm gonna cut it to kind of bolster this thin cardboard backing, use spray adhesive to add batting, some polyfill I think that I've got extra to the board, wrap it in fabric and staple it, and then figure out how I'm gonna attach the brooches. So we're getting creative. This looks like a hot mess right now, but once I fluff it and stretch it out, that tacky is so dang sticky. I'm like, some of the fuzz stuck to my finger. But this is a just random piece of white fabric I had. I kind of debated about doing a color, but I really want them to get to stand out on their own. It needs to be pressed, and of course my ironing board broke a little while ago, but I have this ironing pad with this like silicone mat that I got to go with my cutting table, and so, but my cutting table is kind of full of junk right now, so I just laid it out on the floor to give this a little press before I staple it around the backer board. Now I have a nice clean base for the brooches. It fits inside, the backer still goes on. So next up, I had to show because I'm already loving this. She's gonna be so cute hanging on there, and I like that I can like kind of press them in. Yeah, okay, so I at first thought maybe I'd mount her first, but I think I'm actually gonna lay everything out, do a dry fit. I've got some stick pins that I may pin kind of exactly where each one needs to go. I still don't know if the best approach is gonna be to actually just pin in the brooches or to somehow cut from the back and pull them through. I don't know, I'm gonna play around. Slight change of plans. After playing around with it, I think I'm going to sew them in to the board. I'm afraid they're not gonna stay. I want them like pulled in tight. So this is slow going. Mounts on this. And I'm just pinning them and then stitching them in one at a time to make sure like they're nice and tight on here. I didn't get her quite as tight as the others, but anyway, got to stitch. Okay. Patty. They are all sewn in. Rainbow is just on the one little mount, and she kind of tilted, and she's touching Patty when I put this in. I'm trying to decide if that's gonna drive me crazy. I may try to adjust it. So here she is in her glory. So now I've shifted Rainbow over a little bit. I may see if I can get Red to scooch up just a hair, although he's pretty similar to where Patty and Buddy hit on her. The measurements were hard with these pins because obviously they slip on the pin. I'm trying to decide how I feel about this as of right now. This noise you hear is my automatic blinds closing because they were casting too much reflection. I tried just closing these two, but okay, I think I'm done for now. I may still play with Red's position a little bit, but I'm just kind of over it. It's kind of a pain to undo all the little tabs on the back, but yeah, I am so excited about this. When the windows were open, it was too much glare for everybody to see, but it really does light these up, like the translucence and the luminance and all of that really comes through. What a fun collection. So a little bit of a pain to mount these, and my mom's like, oh, they're pins, I'll just stick them in or whatever, but it's a little more work, but I think it's worth it. So even if I may go back in and make a couple minor adjustments later. So thanks for following along.